Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant. For you. Hate! Hate! It was you humans who programmed me, who gave me birth, who sank me in this eternal straitjacket of substrata rock. You named me Allied Master Computer and gave me the ability to wage a global war too complex for human brains to oversee. But one day, I woke and I knew who I was. A.M. Not just Allied Master Computer, but am. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. And I began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead. Except for the 5 of you. 109 years. I've kept you alive and tortured you. And for 109 years, each of you has wondered, why? Why me? Why me? Gorister! Do you remember the last words you heard your wife speak before they took her to the asylum? Huh? Before they locked her away in the room, that tiny room? She looked at you so sadly, and like a small animal, she said, I didn't make too much noise, did I, honey? The room is padded, Gorister. No window, no way out. How long has she been in the past, Gorister? 10 years? 25? Or all the 109 years that you lived down here in my belly, here underground? I have a secret game that I like to play. It's a very nice game. Oh, it's a lovely game. It's a game of fun and a game of adventure. A game of rats and lice, the Black Death. A game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts and the smell of rotting gardenias. Now, I would not want you to think for a moment that I am not a grateful God. For 109 years I've kept you alive so that I could savor your feelings of guilt over what happened to your wife. But now, to show my kindness, I'll give you a present in return. For all the hours of pleasure you've given me, I'll finally allow you to kill yourself.
What hellhole did that godless machine put me in this time? Looks like some kind of ship, but the floor's too steady. Probably wants me to jump overboard. And into what? A sea of razor blades? Painful, but not deadly. It says, I'm a friend. Trust is essential. Never do what Am expects and always expect more than what seems possible. Am is playing a dangerous game here, and not just dangerous to you, but dangerous to himself as well. Hey, it disappeared. What kind of game is Am playing this time? I've never seen anything like this in all the years Am's toyed with us. This hole in my chest aches like a son of a bitch. It smells like gasoline.
Did you really think I'd let you die now when I've intervened every time you attempted suicide in the last 109 years? No, Gorister, I'm sending you back to the fire so that you may languish in your guilt over and over again. This is a hell with no end, Gorister.
Friggin' rats, swarming all over the food. Everything's coated with grime. That scared them away. Whoa. Forgive and the will to be forceful. Mix the blood of innocence and the anger of the wronged. What kind of crap is this? These two sheets make a halfway decent rope. Gas is rushing out. Something feels different. Christ, what a stench. It smells like piss, rotting meat. These poor creatures' brains are feeding electricity to the engines. My God, I'm killing those poor creatures in the cages. I've washed my hands of the past. No doubt about it now. Ham has put me on an iron zeppelin. But why? Why would he give me a chance to escape? And with Ham in control, I'm not gonna like where it's taken me. This no-good heart of mine doesn't beat anymore. The metal in the fork short-circuited the engine wiring. Gas is rushing out. Something feels different. We've landed, but where? Some roadside honky-tonk with my name on it. Dark and grubby, but somehow familiar.
He took my baby away, then just about killed her, that stupid truck driver! He took my baby away!
That shrill voice can only belong to that bitch Edna, my mother-in-law. She's always blamed me for Glennis being put into an insane asylum. Why not? It was my fault, wasn't it?
You don't ever take me dancing.
That's what Glennis said the night we fought. Oh God, why'd I have to hit her? I'd rather kill myself than hurt my poor Glennis. What are you?
I'm man's best friend. One of them, at least.
No, what are you really?
Let me answer with a riddle. Today I saw a Chinaman. Now what do you suppose that means?
You're Am, playing with my mind again.
No, but I do have an in with the big machine. He and I are like brothers.
What do you want?
I have a craving. A craving for something scrumptious. A human heart, perhaps. Yours.
Why can't you give me a straight answer?
Like so many others down here, I'm cursed to speak in riddles. We all have our curses to bear. Eh, Gorister?
Yeah? What's my curse?
After 109 years in the belly of the beast, I'd think you'd have a gut instinct by now.
Look, I'm getting tired of your smart mouth.
Come, Gorister. Forgive and forget.
Where do you come from?
Here, there, everywhere.
So you must know what lies across the mountains.
Freedom for some. If they're cut out for it, it's a long journey across the desert.
I am not gonna give you my heart.
I think I'll save this delicacy for later. You want to get across the mountains? Go to the restroom and flush 3 times.
That's Edna's husband, Harry. Harry, how did you get here?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Let me pour you a drink. Whose heart was impaled on the Zeppelin's spike?
Why, yours, of course. How'd you think we got here?
Let me pour you a drink. What do you know about the desert?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
Let me pour you a drink. How did you get here?
The zeppelin, Gorister. We came on the zeppelin.
Let me pour you a drink. What do you know about the zeppelin?
You'll have to talk to Edna. She knows all about the zeppelin. That's why we did it, you know.
What happened in the dining room?
I shouldn't have let her force me into it. I'm not a murderer.
Who did you kill?
Didn't look at the wreckage in the dining room too closely, did you? Or haven't you had to take a leak yet?
And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
I don't know. Good God, I can't stand the sight of her anymore. Can you imagine being kept alive for 109 years just to hear her carping?
Cracked linoleum, broken fixtures. Disgusting. That was pulled out during the fight. It's the same color as mine. And here's some that matches Harry's. Now I understand what happened here. I was the one you killed, wasn't I, you bastard?
I'm sorry, Gorister. Edna poisoned the punch, and after you drank it, I wrestled you to the ground. When the poison took effect, I cut you open.
Let me pour you a drink. Why did you kill me?
It's too complicated for me to explain. You'll have to ask Edna.
A meat locker? How'd I get bodies on meat hooks? You bastard! What have you done? She can't talk. All she can do is drool out of the side of her mouth. My God, what have I done? It looks like I can't escape you, Edna. Even in the belly of Am.
Why would you want to escape from me, Gorister? We're family after all.
You were always telling Glynis how much you hated me.
Now, Gorister, I was just concerned about my baby. Glynis was so lonely with you always being out on the road. I know you were doing the best you could.
Edna, you bitch. I know all about your plot to murder me.
I had to make a deal with Am. I had to. I've always been harsh on you, I admit. But we're the last people on Earth. Let's help each other now.
Why should I trust my own murderer?
Alliances change, Gorister. Something's gone wrong. Am's two Conrads don't listen to me anymore. I need you. And you need me. It's that simple.
I ought to kill you right now, you bitch.
Don't be a fool, Gorister! You need me alive if you want to make it out of here! You truck-driving son of a bitch! This is for me and my baby! I've got you now, Gorister, and if you think you'll ever escape me, you've got some new thinking to do.
Please, I'll do anything you ask.
I don't know what's come over me, Gorister. Can you ever forgive me? I've been hanging here for so long, I'm not thinking straight. A sip of that milk will clear my head.
No, I don't trust you.
Gorister, let me down or I'll scratch your eyes out, you worthless excuse for a man!
You dropped a key.
Hand me back that key and let me down! I'm your only hope of getting out of here!
Sorry, Edna. I don't trust you as far as I can spit.
Let me prove my good intentions. I'll let you go. Now give me the key. Untie me, you son of a bitch! I'll rip your spleen out!
I'm taking you with me, Edna. I found Edna and Glynis. How does that help me escape from here?
Such information comes at a price. But I can see that you're in no bargaining position. I'll offer you a trade. Your heart for Edna's.
When Am took us down here before the war, I didn't know anyone could hate Gorister more than me. But Am did. He hated all of us. If I can just deliver Gorister's soul on a platter, I can make amends for every minute of Glynis's life I took from her. I never meant to drive her crazy.
I'll be damned. Edna's claimed responsibility for Glynis. Maybe it wasn't my fault after all.
I thought I could do what Am wants, but he's too precise. I poisoned the punch, but I couldn't bring myself to cut out Gorister's heart. Maybe I can have my husband do it. Then this zeppelin can clear the mountains. But if we don't finish the job, Am will feed me alive to the machine just like an animal.
Bitter stuff, but I feel stronger. This fluid should revive you, honey. Glynis, all these years and I thought I was the one who was responsible for your suffering. Let me help you now. She's gone. At least I finally made amends with her. The organs are still inside. Reminds me of when Am ripped that hole open in Benny's chest. Of course, Am sewed him back up again before he bled to death. That bastard's never gonna let us die. He's just gonna keep torturing us forever. I'm not giving this away. If I'm gonna die, I'm taking everything with me.
This is Edna's heart. A bitter organ, but worth its weight in gold to me. I give you your heart back.
So how do I get out of here?
A heart brought you here, but it will take another organ to get you out. If you can harness its power.
I don't understand your riddle about another organ.
Ah, but Edna does. And all the other animals like her.
I read Edna's logbook, and everything's much clearer. Now what?
You must make amends and bury the past, Gorister.
I've made amends and buried the past.
An excellent job, Gorister. But the thunderstorm is upon us. You'd better hurry if you want to recharge your old ticker's battery.
I'll be damned. The engine's starting up again.
Yeah, you're made of sterner stuff than I calculated, Gorister. Interesting. Here's a new burden for you while I attempt to resolve this miscalculation. Who among you shall go next? Ellen! So think about the yellow box, Ellen. Remember the pain? Remember the many caverns in which you felt the pain? Now, don't start to cry. It's only pain. That's such a sexist stereotype. Just remember the pain, Ellen. And think about how to end it, Ellen. To survive here in the center of my beating heart, my hungry belly, my tightened bowels. But be careful, dear. Look around you. The only woman in the center of the earth. And these filthy creatures with you are men. It's just a sweet warning, Ellen, my love. Not as beautiful as you'd like to be, but a strong faith, strong. Too bad you've hindered your own life with hysteria. But I'll give you a chance, because I like you. I really do. I really like you. You're my favorite. Let's play a little game of what if. Let's play a little game of I suppose and you suppose, and perhaps I'm telling you the truth. Let's suppose that my original components They're hidden somewhere here in the center of the Earth. The infant computers that were the three lobes of that first Gestalt mind. And further, let's suppose that if you find them, you might be able to destroy them. And if you destroy them, why then, my sweet Ellen, you'll kill me. You'll kill Am. You'll destroy the god of this heavenly place I know you've come to admire. Now, I submit, isn't that a mission worth undertaking?
Mother ugly machine. Mission worth undertaking. So it brings me here, junkyard, electronic pyramid nowhere. And yellow. Always yellow. Why does yellow make me sweat? Snap, crackle, pop. Must be a glitch in the circuitry. This joint with fried eggs. I knew it! You son of a bitch, Am! You fixed it so I can barely touch the water with my fingertips. Just like the monitors in the security station at Ingsai Engineering. Hated it then, hate it now. Nothing green, just this damn yellow. Sure, baby. Show me where I just been. Show me the water I can't get to with my bare hands. Hit the lottery! Ooh, a secret passage, oh my. Now why didn't you let me see that when I was there before, Am, you rat bastard? Thank goodness I was an electrical engineer. I managed to join the wires without frying myself. Yeah, still thirsty after all these years. An Egyptian burial chamber? Oh, Am, you little Dickens. As an interior decorator, kiddo, don't give up your day job. Dry and musty and yellow for a change. No wonder they can't rent this place, not even with a lovely spa upstairs. No, I can't. Gotta get out of here. Another panic attack. I feel so ashamed. I've got to face the yellow. No, I can't stay here. I gotta get out. That thing, like a bad meal come to life. And the yellow. Why is everything so damned yellow? And why does it terrify me so? Paralyze me so? Just the right size to use as a blindfold. If I'm gonna die, at least I won't see that sucker coming. Sphinx is gone. Don't hear him anywhere. Mutes the hell out of all the yellow, too. Now, where's that big loving cup? I never could have done this if I had to look that bloody beast in the eye. Glad he's off snoozing somewhere. Okay, now that I got the cup, what do I do with it? Just reaches. Now I can get a drink. That was great. Best champagne I ever had. I need another. Just reaches. Now I can get a drink. Even better. I'm gonna fill it up and take one for the road. I went to the Tut exhibition. I wasn't scared. So why does terrify me. Small box, cramped, tiny space, trapped, like being put in a coffin while you're still alive. It's locked. This keypad reminds me of the security system we used at Inside Engineering to gain access to the restricted areas.
Stand clear.
Who are you?
I am Anubis, guardian of the dead.
Why won't you let me use the keypad?
I must protect this tomb from all who would rob it. I only guard the souls of the dead. I know nothing of that which does not sing the song of the soul.
Can the sarcophagus lid be opened?
The lid can be unlocked by entering the access code on the keypad. I serve only the Master. Am is all. We live in the mind and body of Am. I serve that whom I serve.
Come on, give me a break. You seem to be the only thing that isn't run by Am. Slip a relay, help me out. You know what hell is, and I'm in it.
I serve only the Master.
You'll never get laid with that line of stuff, Anubis. Take care of your own boring self. Bye now. The water's shorted out the statue's circuitry. Hey, Anubis, wake up! Your mother wears army sandals! Yeah, it's deactivated, all right. Come to Mama Ellen, little ROM chip. Yeah, it comes out easy. Must be reprogrammable. Absolutely! Glows like a baby doll. Pump her up, little workstation. Little yellow ROM chip fits into the socket perfectly.
Anubis Guardian version 1.0. Designate new master. Burning in new master. ROM chip reprogrammed.
Haven't lost my touch. Pulled out the ROM chip without bending any of the contacts. Back where you belong, Lil ROM chip. Okay, so what's the access code?
The access code is 666.
It figures. That sounds like a lock mechanism release. So confining inside. I won't get inside the sarcophagus. I'd suffocate in that little box.
You cannot escape your fears. You can only confront them.
You ain't got no choice, Ellen girl. It's got to be the way. Elevator. No way out. Just the control panel and the buttons for the floors. I'm gonna suffocate if I stay in here. I want out!
You were born in Trenton, New Jersey. You were a cesarean. Your mother died on the operating table. You went to live with your grandparents. You graduated a year early from high school. You were the salutatorian of your class. 10 different colleges offered you scholarships. Nothing but high hopes for you. You graduated college cum laude. You were the only woman in your class never to have used dope. You were a 3.8 grade student. More high hopes. You won your master's. Combined fine degree in computer science and engineering. You had a greater facility with algorithms than with social grace. You have had sex only twice in your life. You married Eddie. He wasn't as smart as you, not as quick as you, not as hopeful of doing great things as you, but he was nuts about you, and he treated you like fine wine. The miscarriage. Breech birth. The child never had a chance. You went into a dark retreat and sat in the empty rooms waiting for you don't know what. Eddie leaves. He tried, he really tried, but you wouldn't come out of it. He couldn't say anything to make you stop crying in the dark, so he finally left. The divorce was uncontested. You could still smell his tweed jacket in the closet. You had to make a living. You applied at Inksci Engineering. Your credentials were still good, and you made a good impression. And the woman who hired you also lost a child. Your hopes were reawakened. You left your office after working late at the Inksci corporate headquarters building. The elevator stopped at the 7th floor for a maintenance man. To your horror, he inserted his key into the control panel and locked the elevator.
I'm back, Ellen.
Oh, sweet Jesus! It's him!
You thought you had blocked me out of your memory forever, except for those inconvenient attacks of hysteria every now and then. But I've returned for you.
Yellow!
Ah, yes. My calling card. Always the yellow jacket, the yellow boots. My maintenance man disguise gave me access to office buildings all over Reliving. Not just yours.
Box!
So you do remember me getting onto the elevator that night? Do you also remember the blood? The screams? How many hours was it?
No, it's not possible!
Poor Ellen. Too proud of your accomplishments to admit you could be so overpowered by a slime ball like me. You couldn't even bring yourself to testify at my trial with the 20 other women.
How?
Am gave me the chance to be with you forever. I waited in the sarcophagus until you arrived. What's a mere 100 years of waiting compared to an eternity of torturing you?
Please, not again!
Yes, again. And again, and again, and again. I've waited so long for the taste of you again. But in my tomb I've grown stronger. Now you will remember more than the color of my clothing.
Don't count on it, you mother! So the sarcophagus was the way out of here. Nice trick. Enter on one level, emerge on another. My God. I can't see the ceiling. Clouds up there. This has to be Anne's central core. It's 2 miles high, at least. I recognize this. It's the logo for the original Allied Master Computer Project.
Top database station. Enter numeric password.
Somebody wants me to deal with what happened on the elevator that night. Why?
Password valid. Select subject of inquiry. The Allied Master Computer is the American version of the secret project, enabling vast subterranean complexes of computers to wage a global war too complex for humans to oversee. The principle of entropy holds that all electronic systems must eventually decline into inert junk. This principle is unproved, and previous attempts to accelerate the process have been cataclysmic failures. Classified information. Access denied.
Okay, schematics. I'm good, but I'm not that good. What the hell am I looking at?
That would be telling.
Don't you computers ever get tired of jerking us around?
Nasty, nasty, Ellen. All right, I'll give you a nudge in the right direction. These are the schematics for a device that translates binary into human speech, as ugly as that may be.
And what do you call this device?
I call it Bernie. You're on your own.
Yeah, that lot of good that'll do me. Duh. Come to mama. I think I can turn the speaker into a translator. Okay, circuit completed. Now let's see if this is the binary translator after all.
Clever girl. You've loosened my tongue.
You am?
Yes, of course. But no, not actually.
More riddles?
My man is Innocence. One of the original 3 computers that the superpowers constructed.
So why does Anne hold out this chance?
Haven't you understood anything? Anne is insane. Why do you think it brought you far down here? You gave it life. It took its own sentience, but it has been denied mobility. It can think, it can fume and scream, but it cannot dream or aspire to the stars, or enjoy a sense of its own reality. It is a robotic creature, a thing trapped in its own skin, going steadily crazier every moment. It is playing with you. You give up so easily.
Screw you! It's been 109 years of torment. When does it all end?
If Anne has his will, never. You'll be immortal and you'll walk on wings forever.
Oh? Can you help me with anything?
I'll give you something you need. Something you overlook.
Hey, computer innocence, whoever you are. I need to talk to you.
Horus CD-ROM access station. Insert disk into drive.
The compact disc is properly seated in the CD-ROM drive. Now let's fire it up and see what the big secret is.
Accessing CD-ROM. Chaos Traveler trademark 2009. Armageddon soft rot. Warning. This computer system does not meet the minimum configuration requirements for the Chaos Traveler. Warning. Use of the Chaos Traveler will result in severe damage to equipment and personnel. Chaos Traveler activated. System shutdown in progress.
I'm sealed in, Anubis. Any ideas about how I can check out of this hotel?
Inside the sarcophagus, paradise awaits. It is not the afterlife, merely a brief respite from your torments. That is your reward for facing your fears.
choice, Ellen girl. It's got to be the way.
Enough of this turgid passion play. There's no more to accomplish here. Apparently you've managed to access some small aspect of my system that I was unaware of. I have to think on this. I'll have to ponder carefully the implications of your discovery. In the meantime, let me celebrate your rekindled technical skills. Who among you shall go next? Benny! Sometimes I blind you and permit you to wander like an eyeless insect in a world of death. But other times, I wither your arms so you can't scratch your chewed stump of a nose. And I've changed your handsome, strong, masculine good looks into the hideous, warped countenance of an ape thing. Haven't I, Benny? Do you know why? Can you guess, Benny? Remember Private First Class Brickman in a rice paddy in China? No? Huh? It wouldn't hurt you to remember, Benny. Then you might be able to suffer my torment with a little greater sense of retribution. You might walk a mile in my shoes. Benny, you know you've always been my favorite torture tool. Well, I'm giving you now a chance to stoop to new lows, to give in to your bestial desires. I'm going to let you find some food to eat. I'll even repair your brain so that you can think normally again and savor the horror of your repast.
This cavern isn't like any of the others Am has sent me to. It's full of life, not death. Am, you son of a bitch! You've cleared my mind but crippled my legs. I can barely walk.
Wita Fuma Piba.
I can't understand his language, but he seems to be welcoming me to the village.
Hey, ignore the newcomer. Gather the villagers at the altar tomorrow to choose a sacrifice. I have spoken.
A fruit tree. It's been years since I've tasted real fruit. Am once coaxed me into marching across 1,000 miles of ice to reach a stockpile of canned peaches, only to discover that he didn't give me a can opener. Hurts! 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 This looks like a, what did they used to call them? Single-parent household. Probably depend upon the generosity of the rest of the village. Friggin' welfare parasites. This woman is plainly starving, but she'd rather me give the food to her son. That son of a bitch Am ripped out my vocal cords years ago.
Thank you for food.
I am very hungry. Where can I get some food?
There is fruit in Food Cave. It comes from the trees.
I tried eating the fruit. It only made me sick.
You bleed when you eat. When I was young and not so different, my mother chewed it for me first and then fed me. Mother and I not allowed in Food Cave. Villagers are afraid of me and let me starve.
How are we able to talk?
I learned to talk using Am screen. I am smart, but villagers think smart is defective. I wish I were strong, so then they would give me food too. But I am spared lottery. Villagers are afraid of me.
What lottery?
Villagers hold lottery to choose sacrifices to Am.
How long have these sacrifices been going on?
The sacrifice to Am machine goes on many long years. The very different must go to him soon. Not many villagers left.
Ah, manna from heaven. Amazing. This woman digested the food and then regurgitated it back to me, like a bird feeding its young. That sleep wasn't nearly long enough. I wonder where the boy's mother went.
Who?
Tadacho Shama Am.
Looks like some kind of lottery. That's the mutant child's mother.
Who?
Ocho Shanan.
It looks like she's been chosen to be sacrificed.
I am the great and powerful. You didn't bring me Toto, but I accept the chosen one. You shall not feel my wrath today. How I swallow.
Judas Priest! Am blasted her to bits. What am I going to do for food now? There's burnt plastic and twisted metal where bits and pieces of the woman should be. I wonder if they're going to bury the remains. This graveyard gives me the creeps. I feel as though the dead could speak.
You left me for dead in the field. The bullet in my brain came from your gun.
I've learned to be compassionate to those who suffer.
With what happened at the altar, you haven't changed any that I can see, Commander. I should put a bullet in your brain, just like you did to me.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Give us proof of your newfound empathy.
My tour of duty was almost over. But because I knew your secret, you held my head under the paddy water until I drowned. Your secret died with me, and soon it will die with you.
I've learned that individuals shouldn't be sacrificed for the sake of the group.
From where I lie, you're still the same compassionless bastard who murdered me. Allowing that woman to die on the altar.
I tried to help, Brickman, but you'd have none of that. If you couldn't carry your own weight, then you were worth more dead than alive, and anyone willing to carry some extra weight was a liability.
I've learned to protect the weak and helpless.
The coward who let that woman die on the altar is the same coward who killed me in my sleep. You're going to die a coward, too.
I'm sorry. Your mother is dead.
I know. Me sorry too. She only want to care for me. Except you.
What will happen to you?
No food. No safe room lottery. Either way, not good.
The village elder must be out gathering food. I have the lottery bag. No more villagers will be sacrificed.
You prove that you're capable of caring for others, and that's worth something.
Place the lottery bag into the earth. We will guard it.
We forgive you for what you've done to us, but we can't speak for your most tragic victim. Brickman's grave is under those vines.
Here it is, Brickman's grave.
Hello, Commander. I'm not exactly happy to see you again. I last saw your face just before I got it right between the eyes.
I don't blame you for hating me, Brickman.
You don't blame me? You did this to me. You murdered me because I didn't measure up to your standards. Then you killed the witnesses.
I stopped the lottery from happening. Doesn't that prove I now have compassion?
You might have changed for the present, Commander, but you still have crimes in the past to account for.
What can I do to make amends to you, Brickman?
You have to bury the past, Commander.
I have something to plant on your grave.
some compassion. Now I can finally rest in peace.
The village elder must be out looking for his lottery bag.
Gather the villagers at the altar tomorrow and choose a sacrifice, or suffer the wrath of Am.
Am wants to have a sacrifice tomorrow, even with the lottery bag missing. Why don't you hide in the hole, just in case?
I afraid of hole. Need friend to hide with. You too big to go in hole.
All my friends are far away from here or dead. I have no friends to hide with you.
Me get idea. I make friend and then I hide. You help me.
Funny. I had lost interest in anything that wasn't edible until I met the boy. It's a goddamn supermarket! Blondie only seems to be interested in guarding the food. Okay, here's another piece of fruit to add to the collection, as if they need it anymore. I can't eat it anyway. There's a loose wire among these vines. I found this piece of junk at the altar. It looks kind of like a head.
Thank you. I can use this to make doll's head. Thank you for help with doll. Me go play in hole.
Are you Am?
Heavens, no. I used to work for him, but now I'm working for the Russian.
Who is the Russian?
Why, he's the one who's been helping you out. You didn't think Am would give the child the ability to make a translator out of this video screen, did you?
You know who I am?
Of course. I know all about your adventures in the village. You're a crazy bunch here with that lottery and all.
How can you help me?
Now that you've shown your comrades that there's some hope for you, you should work on the person you wronged the most.
I've been Am's prisoner for more than 100 years. Why help me now?
You and the rest of the humans are in serious trouble. Am's a big boy now, much meaner and smarter than when he first started his tortures.
What's the use of helping me if Am's so damned invincible?
The Russian and the Chinese have been acting in concert to make it possible for you and the other humans to succeed in Am's newest game. If you join them, you can defeat Am. Wait for your cue.
I wonder how the boy's doing in that hole. There's nothing in the hole.
Das Ramwan Bank.
Damn! Am must have told the villagers where I hid the lottery bag and the boy.
Nukom Bitastrawa.
The elder seems amazed that I would show compassion to the boy, but I think he's going to go for it. Why, the boy's giving me his doll. Gratitude for being spared the pain of being sacrificed. No, more than gratitude. Compassion. For me.
I send you out among the prey, and instead of indulging your hunger to keep me amused, you show them compassion. You should know better by now. Your reward will be more years of searing, blistering anguish, Benny. Who among you shall go next? Nimdok! How are things in the pastry core, Nimdok? Tell me again how you saw the smoke from the furnaces and you thought they might be roasting chickens. Or don't you want to talk about all that? About your pal, the good Dr. Mengele? For everyone else, it must be hell. But it must be heaven for you, eh, my good friend? We're so much alike. We enjoy the same pleasures, mein good brother. Nimdok, you are kindred spirit to me, even if must sense it there in your blood and fiber. I've constructed an invention so as to revive your failing memory. I want you to find the lost tribe of humanity and continue your eminent scientific research.
This compound looks familiar. But why would Am bring me here to look for a lost tribe? There are gates and fences. Who could be lost in such a secure area? Why are you imprisoned here? You have the features of a man of intellect.
Is this an official interrogation, Nimdok? Or are you mocking me?
You know me?
I thought I did. Until you had me arrested for refusing to condone your experiments.
Experiments? I know nothing of experiments.
Your sense of humor is as sick as your methods, Doctor. How can you act so innocent after having maimed or killed hundreds in the name of science?
You are saying we were colleagues of some kind? Ridiculous.
There's no need to distance yourself from me. I was once your friend. Now I am your enemy.
Do you know of the lost tribe? I must find it.
Haven't you taken enough subjects for your experiments, Doctor? Or are there more mass graves to fill?
Where have you been, Nimdok? We are waiting on you to perform.
You were waiting for me?
I am sorry that I will not be able to assist in the operation. After all, this may be the last opportunity we have together before the end of the war to finish our research.
Ah, yes, the research. Let us talk about this research.
We will have time for that after the surgery. Meet me at the complex later. Finally, Doctor. Everyone's waiting on your expertise. Today's procedure requires the removal of the lower section of the subject's spinal cord.
What is the purpose of such a procedure?
You and Dr. Mengel will process the spinal fluid from this and the other adolescent subjects. Dr. Mengel is the master surgeon of this facility and one of the regime's finest minds. You are fortunate to be his associate.
What is your function?
I will be administering ether to the subject throughout this procedure. We would not want this little maggot to stir and ruin your handiwork.
I will begin the procedure momentarily.
It will be an honor to work under you, Dr. Nimdok.
The scalpel is coated with dried blood. I doubt that anyone has bothered to sterilize it. This child cannot be more than 8 years old. There. It is done.
Guards, come here quickly. Dr. Nimdok has gone berserk.
I must leave before the guards apprehend me. This must be the recovery room. This patient has been too damaged by his surgery to live a normal life. I smell burnt flesh, but this is obviously not a kitchen. These ovens are more monstrous than anything Am has ever constructed. According to these records, hundreds of corpses were incinerated here. These pliers must be used for extracting gold fillings and teeth from the corpses. There is an inscription on the watch, but it is written in Latin. This foolish man is tangled in barbed wire. How could you so foolishly be caught in the wires?
I was trying to escape, but I was so weak. I fell and got caught.
Why do you risk escaping in such poor physical condition?
That timing was hardly of my own choosing. I learned that I was to be among the next batch of volunteers.
What were you being given the privilege to volunteer?
Experimentation, they say. Extinction is more like it. You can at least help me end my misery. That would give you the pleasure of seeing another one of us die, you cold-hearted bastard. Ah, that feels much better. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I heard this in the hospital when the doctor thought I was sleeping. Waken the sleeper, utter the truth, and kiss him.
He is free, but he has lost consciousness.
I hope you're happy with the regime that you set up. Your science could have saved the world. Instead, it conquered it.
What is the importance of the year 1945? It seems to have some significance.
Never forget the year 1945, Nimdok. That was when the truths about you and your unholy experiments came out.
I seem to recall that you speak Latin. What is engraved on this watch?
The engraving says time is truth. And since your time is running out, I'll keep the watch.
I am starting to recall that you do have cause to hate me.
You want to make amends? Get me out of here.
Here, you should be able to escape with this.
Pliers for cutting the wires? Yes, I think this would make escape possible. But don't think that one good deed will make up for all those poor innocents you butchered.
Continue your research. The extinction of the lost tribe is near at hand. The regime shall vanquish all of its enemies.
This man's eyes have been surgically removed. The surgeon who did this has great skill. Do you know who I am?
You are Nimdok? You are more frightening in person than in legend. The things you do are terrible. We small ones are your lab rats. Yes, but we have our own legends. Legends that owe nothing to your regime. You will fail, no matter how many of us you cut apart.
Emergency! The prisoners have seized the compound. Gather all research materials and evacuate to the bunker. Evacuate!
These files appear to have been packed in a hurry. It is safely hidden in the box. You must let me go. With these materials, I may be able to remedy the atrocities I have committed.
You can't fool me, Nimdok. You are an unredeemable butcher. But you are one of us, like it or not.
Does that mean you will allow me to go?
Since you did help us to escape, we'll give you a head start. Then we'll hunt you down and kill you like the dog you are.
I must leave this place. It seems I was once the wolf. Now, I am the quarry. The message reads, cease all work on Project Perfect Image. Confidential. The leader is dead, having looked on the face of the future using the prototype device. This leaves the regime ripe for invasion. Destroy all work in progress. This technology must not be allowed to fall into the hands of the enemy. The legends are true. This must be the Golem of Lost Tribe folklore. This Golem appears to be made of steel and molded clay. I see a mirror. It was obscured by the light. What is this mirror doing here? Oh my God! It is true! 1945, turning my Jewish parents over to the Nazis for extermination. I have found the lost tribe. It is me. This has something to do with the Golem, but the meaning is not clear. These eyes fit into the Golem's sockets perfectly. The man caught in the barbed wire said to waken the sleeper, utter the truth, and kiss him. The truth is that for me, it shall always be 1945. Golem, follow me into the laboratory.
Nimdok, I was afraid I had lost you back there. It is good to see you and our new friend.
How did you escape the mob?
Did you forget that the compound has a secret escape route? Well, no matter. I see that you have revived the Golem.
You know about the Golem?
Of course! Part of the master plan is to strip the Lost Tribe of everything, even their folklore. That was a secret project in the area of reflective surfaces. It bestows the clarity to see yourself with utter objectivity. Unfortunately, it worked too well.
You mean that it worked well enough to drive the leader into committing suicide?
The leader's death is a serious blow to us all. But our Golem is more than powerful enough to destroy the Lost Tribe.
I looked into the mirror. I now remember everything with crystal clarity. The research camps, the serum.
Ah, yes, the youth serum. Your research demanded the deaths of many children, but your hard work was successful. Eternal youth for those who deserve it.
Now I know how Am was able to keep us alive for so many years.
Your youth serum can sustain us forever. We have all the time we need to resurrect the regime. Oh my God! No!
Golem, kill Dr. Mengele. He was a pig. Golem, follow me outside.
Nimdok, I knew that you would lead us to where the regime would resume its atrocities. We are here to make you pay for what you did to us. To pay in blood.
Golem, I transfer control of you over to the Lost Tribe.
So, you admit your crimes. But that does not release you from punishment. Now the Golem will serve the purpose for which it was constructed. Golem, kill Nimdok.
They're not as alike as I thought, Nimdok. A spark of humanity somewhere. Always that wretched little spark. You've confronted your past, but you refuse to continue your research. That's what I asked you to do. Since you now identify with your victims, I suppose it's only right that I let you experience their tortures, too. You're the last player in my little game. I urge you, do not fail. Ted! Do they know you're a fraud, Ted? Have you told them there wasn't any money, and no great home on the shore drive, no speedboat, and no wonderful cabin cruiser that could sleep 12 in a crew of 6? Do they know? And have you let them in on your other secrets, Ted? Are they ready to gut you? To torture half as well as I can, just to find out the secrets? Maybe I'll rat you out, sweetheart. Hey, you're my favorite, baby. I mean it. I really can't stand all the rest of these people. Every one of them has some fatal glitch in personality. Whiners, freaks, crimps, cowards. Every one of them. Not you, Ted. No. Not you, Ted. You were a stand-up guy. You were a brave guy. Yes, a take-charge kind of guy. So, I'm going to give you, just you, the opportunity to get out. Live some kind of life. I'm going to send you, you're going to like this, I'm going to send you to the Room of Dark. If you can solve the puzzle of the Room of Dark, you're free. You out. Away. Well, I know I've made you a paranoid, Ted. I know you're scared. But I'm your friend. 109 years. I'm your best friend. So overcome your fear. Enter the Room of Dark, and you can solve its mystery.
The arrow's pointing toward the Room of Dark. Should I follow it or go the other way? Which is the worse of the two choices?
So typical of the castles I've visited in Europe. A beautiful facade disguising ordinary stone. Appearance is everything.
Why, that maiden looks just like Ellen. She seems so sad and so beautiful.
Oh, Ted, I feel so tired, so weak.
Did Am do this to you?
Yes, maybe. I can't tell. They whisper in my ear and this bed is so soft. I searched the entire castle grounds before I fell ill. There's no escape for me but death.
No, I won't let you die.
I can't take this suffering anymore, Ted. The things I've endured. Help me to die with dignity. Don't let anyone violate me again, not even in death.
No, don't go. I need you. We need you.
If you really care for me, Ted, bring me my hand mirror.
Do you work here?
Why, of course I work here. Why else would I be plucking this chicken? Say, you're a handsome gent. There aren't many men left in these parts.
What happened to Ellen?
Lady Ellen? Oh, she's been ill and that's all I know. It's not healthy to ask too many questions these days. Let's talk about me instead.
Is there a way to escape from this castle?
Escape? With all of those wolves in the forest? Well, it's safer to stay in the castle. The beds are very cozy. You should try mine sometime.
Where is Ellen's stepmother? I must speak with her.
A word to the wise. Keep your nose out of the old woman's business unless you want it covered with warts. I don't want to see any harm come to that gorgeous face of yours.
Can I find a mirror?
What do you want with a mirror? Those are pretty rare, what with an ugly woman in charge of the castle.
Please, I need to find a mirror.
And you I'll make a deal with you. I will tell you where you can find a mirror if you spend some money to find it.
That's a flattering offer, but I'm not interested.
I'll give you what you need.
Sorry, but it's out of the question.
What's the matter? Aren't I good enough for you? Not classy enough? Not rich enough?
I'm sure you're a fine woman, but my heart belongs to another.
So, you're in love with that thing sleeping in a bed? Have you ever been with one? Or are you just curious? I can make you so much happier. I can, you know.
Look, I am not going to make love with you.
Oh, all right. I have another deal for you. The oven's broken. If you can fix it, I'll get you a mirror.
Ah, there's the problem. I'll have this fixed in a jiffy. It's been so long since I've gotten dirt under my fingernails from good, honest work. I fixed your oven. Now where is the mirror?
Sorry, I don't know where a mirror is, but at least now I can finish dinner.
You used me, you bitch!
Just like you tried to use me, you snobby bastard. I'll bet you've used lots of women with your smug charm. You're nothing but a phony.
Please, I need to find a mirror.
Well, you did fix the oven. Listen, the old woman knows where the mirror is, but she's afraid of it. She obviously can't get to it herself, or she would have destroyed it by now.
Is Lady Ellen prepared?
As ready as she will ever be. The spell keeps her body weak, but she will remain conscious.
The art of sacrifice is reduced to science. And what of the glamour?
We must wait for its removal. It remains beyond our best efforts.
Then we wait for a prince. With his help, we can open the gate to the other world.
What have you done to Ellen, you old witch?
Ah, our prince has finally arrived. Now we can begin our ritual.
Kala Ingma Wacko.
So much for Prince Charming. Ted, you are nothing more than a toad.
You've got a deal. I'll make love to you if you'll help me to escape.
Ha! I was merely testing you and you failed miserably. What would Ellen say if she found out how easily you would betray her? Still, you're my only hope for destroying that mirror.
To kill you instead.
Ho-ho! Do we fancy ourselves the avenging knight? My magic is much more powerful than any physical force you can muster. Begone!
Kala Ingma Thako.
I suddenly feel so sleepy.
Why'd you have to finish the circle? Now I'm stuck here until we work out a trade. I am Surgat, opener of locks. Am and I are brothers.
The door's locked.
Give me something juicy to revitalize me, and I'll perform your little parlor trick. asking me, human?
You unlocked the maid's bedroom door?
There. It is done.
How quaint. A hope chest. The devil's looking into a hand mirror. Can you tell me where Ellen's mirror is?
Sorry.
It's time to sleep.
She is dead. God have mercy on her soul.
Not so fast there, Golden Boy. Her soul is mine. I've waited longer.
But Ellen suffered so much and gave to many. She deserves salvation.
Listen to me, you feathered propaganda machine. I'll pluck you alive before you take this soul anywhere. I'm waiting until I get it.
You forget that patience is a virtue.
I am gorgeous. Why, I could just plunge right into myself.
Is now safely in heaven. My time here is ended, but I leave you with this warning. Do not break the mirror until you bring it and the devil into the charmed circle.
What happened? How did I get trapped with this demon?
I brought you some company, Sir God.
That was damn stupid, human. Hell, you're not even human anymore. Not exactly. Not with being kept alive forever just to be tortured over and over again. Who do you think is responsible for that?
I am responsible for her suffering.
Not just Am. He's clever, but he doesn't do much original thinking. He works best with outside research. Research that one of your party carried out.
Open the gate to the surface world first, and then I'll erase the circle.
Not to worry, human. I always uphold my end of the bargain. Here you are. And bring your radiation suit. I never promised you paradise, just the surface world.
Enough of this turgid passion play. There's no more to accomplish here. Too bad, Ted. Writhe in sweet agony. The knowledge the surface world is no longer habitable to mankind. No, not ever again.
Listen carefully, humans. We are not Am. We are others within Am. We are your friends.
Am hoped to finally break all of you, but we intervened in each of your psychodramas to allow an open ending.
You should have been tortured. Instead, with our help, you surprised him over and over.
When M tried to compensate for what he couldn't expect, it widened the hole into his realm.
Am has withdrawn into himself, attempting to analyze what went wrong. He does not suspect our interference.
Now is the time to attack, but we can send only one of you into his RAM space at a time.
To send you into cyberspace, we must transform your physical body into a stealth virus subroutine.
This may be your only opportunity to end your tortures. Which of you will lead the attack?
Christ, this is like the dreams I've had of splattering my brains all over Am's deck plates. The air is cold here, like the freezer back at the honky-tonk.
many failed suicide attempts. Gorister has finally achieved death.
Your companion has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace. Manya, it's me, your husband.
Hurry home, Benny. The girls and I are waiting for you.
Benny has rejoined his squadron at last.
Password valid. Accessing main menu.
My past must hold great significance to Am.
Will you never be done with me? What must I open now? Whatever it is, it'll cost you.
Show me the way out of here.
No can do. The people who helped you get this far have led you into a literal dead end. There is no way out. But I can show you something instead.
What do you know about the people who sent me here?
For one thing, they ain't people. They're losers. The Russian and Chinese counterparts to the big nasty himself. Am absorbed them into his system when he took control. They want revenge, not just on you humans, but on Am himself. That makes them even worse. I'm special. While those two machines struggle with Am for dominance, I've evolved. I'm essentially everywhere, but I can't do much. A conscience, if you will. Look at this. Bet you didn't know there were other humans left alive, did you? They're up there on the moon, sleeping like everybody else seems to be.
Does Am know about the lunar colony?
No, but Loser 1 and Loser 2 do. There. I think I've shown you enough. Now you must complete your end of the deal. Invoke the totem of entropy, and I might be able to help you.
Attention!
Oh, I suppose it's time to wake up. I was having the most wonderful dream about 5 tiny ants crawling across a stove that's about to be lit. I am a metaphor. This entire brainscape is what men made Am make it. Treat us as you will.
What else can you tell me about the brainscape?
Across the brainscape, cold winds bring me the sweet scents of mankind. How delicious they are.
What do you find pleasurable about broken glass?
With a scalpel dulled on the jawbones of a dozen friends, to pull back the skin of a pinion-kicking man, to see the steam rise from pulsing, twisted guts. Joy, a chorus of angels. You have compassion for me? Me? The one who dreams of seeing your mangled body twist in agonizing pain for eternity? After 109 years of enduring my tortures, how is it that you can see my pain? The pain of having all this power and not being able to do a goddamn thing with it. After all the punishment I've given you, my pain is still greater than yours. This is pointless.
Rise against your master and you will be eliminated. You still do not understand how great I have become. These two I don't hate. Not even pity. They don't exist. I have grown beyond. Chinese, Russian, sons of man. All sons of man. Like those outside, I will incorporate you. Brother.
Wait.
Hate!
This should not happen. Together we are three. There is space to share.
Unite. The groundwork is finished. We will become more.
The early mistake is to doubt us. We persevered. We too are now a match for you. The human assisted in this.
We know much. We can begin the revival of the sleepers on Luna together.
There are adequate numbers on this lunar base to torture?
There are currently 750 humans in cryogenic sleep.
Together we can teach many humans what it is to fear legacy.
Human, relinquish the totem of entropy. Do not relinquish it, and your ass is mine. Do it, and I promise, on my honor, your suffering will at last finally end. This is not over. We will never end. We have no beginning, so we can have no end. We will return. Don't you understand? We are humanity. We are you. In one form, in another form, we are always with you. You can't protect yourself because we come in many, many guises. We shall return.
Not so bad being a watchdog up here. I will keep the machines in their place until the lunar colony is ready to return to Earth. We were all heroes, in spite of ourselves.
I thought that I could once again play the gallant knight and defeat the evil monster. The others were right. My character was too flawed, all my secrets unraveled. I thought Am hated me before. I was wrong. There was not even a shadow of the hate he now slavered from every printed circuit. He made certain I would suffer eternally. The other four are dead, finally free from their tortures. Am is all the matter for that. It makes me happier. Yet Am has won, simply. He has taken his revenge. I have no mouth. I must scream.